Beautiful Palm Springs, California is the site for the 2023 United States National Football Golf Championship. I'm Gavin Titherington. Alongside me is James Fody for the 8th edition of the National Championship. And James, we're lucky to have this event after what happened a few days ago.
Yeah, Gavin, Hurricane Hilary struck fear in the hearts of local Californians. The Category 4 hurricane carried wind speeds of up to 145 miles an hour, more than a year's worth of rain in some areas, uprooting homes and lives of the whole southwest region of the United States, including parts of Mexico.
Yeah, James, we're just looking on the screen right now of how bad this tragedy actually was. It was unbelievable to see the impact it had on that Southern California region and the rest of the United States, including Mexico.
Devastating. I heard it affected about 26 million people across 4 states,
Wow.
including Arizona, California, and Nevada.
But look at us 4 days later, James. What a beautiful backdrop we have with the beautiful mountains in Palm Springs, California. Not a cloud in the sky for this event. And here we are in Indio, California at Indio Municipal Golf Course. James, they're under the lights tonight.
I love it. I love night foot golf. It looks awesome. This is the first night foot golf I've seen. It's always during the day, so this looks beautiful. It should be a great event.
Yeah, I love how the course is illuminated under the beautiful Southern California night sky as we have some of the players warming up there, getting ready to compete in the team competition. That's Julian Nash, that was stretching, former MLS forward for the San Jose Earthquakes as well as the Houston Dynamo. And what a beautiful scenery we have. Look at the way the sun's hitting the back of the mountains there and everything, James.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I've been to Indio a couple times. Very beautiful out there. Very dry. It gets very hot.
And there's Sarah Allen as well, readying her team. Everybody's ready. There's Memphis. The lads from Memphis. Big semifinals coming up, James. Here's West Coast versus Oakland. 2 local rivals here. We're looking at Oakland's lineup here. You see Lewis Berrigan, Sarah Allen's out there, Julian Nash. Pretty good lineup.
Very good lineup. Should be a very competitive match.
Let's take a look at West Coast here. Gino Adair is always going to be top of the leaderboard, especially in individual, as well as Jordan Godfrey out there.
Jordan Godfrey, very talented. Joe Reed as well out there.
And then Leilani Tedeschi as well. Really good team as we jump right into the action. Here's Sarah Allen, about 4 yards out.
Sarah from the Oakland Foot Golf Club.
She knocks that one in. Good celebrations from her. Here's Jeremy Johnson.
Let's go.
Going with the toe from 16 yards out, and he nails that one going into the wind.
Jeremy Johnson all the way from Alaska.
Quite the travel for him.
He loves the sport.
Yeah, a lot of these foot golfers are dedicated out there on the golf course, getting in reps week in and week out to be able to compete and compete well in these tournaments. "16 yards. He had the win within that one,
What a shot
Sean.
for Sean. Sean hails from Sacramento. Great shot there.
Beautiful putt from Sean, making sure he gets that in the hole. Great fist bump for the camera as well. And here we have a 32-yard shot this time. Beautiful drone work for Julio Yepes. Going across the golf
Keep
green.
rolling. Wow.
Wow.
No way. Wow.
Wow.
What a shot.
Unbelievable putt left to right. And what a beautiful drone shot.
Such
just
an
down the hill.
experienced player, Julio is. He's been in the Battle of the Border against Mexico, the Janssen Cup against Great Britain. He's also represented the U.S. And here's Jordan Godfrey.
Speaking
Wow.
of experience, unbelievable putt there. Another left to right putt. Looked like it's traveling a little bit up the hill as well. Now we jump to Gino Adair, 12 yards away. And great look at that one, too. He walked
Nice
it in,
shot.
fist bump. Even before it even fell into the bottom of the cup, he was already walking up to it. He knew it. And that was a great putt. And there they are, celebrating for the drone And we're going to jump right into our semifinal. Memphis taking on Angel City for the second semifinal. We got Mattioli up there, Laura Parker, another prominent figure in the women's foot golf sector, Angel Reyes, as well as Marco Reyes. Quite the strong lineup there, James. Angel City also, Nicole Adams, always week in and week out at foot golf tournaments competing at the highest level. Costas Krokos, another one, always at the top of the leaderboards. And let's see what happens for Angel City with Voitila now. Bart,
Woodland Hills, California native.
Makes that one with relative ease, James.
He is one of the top members of the U.S. team, and here is Mark Hers.
He's got quite the distance here. He's got a little bit of wind trouble as well if he doesn't get this one right. And it's going to...
It's a nice shot. I wonder if the lights affect, when they're lining up their putts like this, because, the ball's in the dark and then the green is lit up like that. I wonder what goes into their thinking and strategy when they make those putts.
It might hurt him. It might help him. I personally have never played under the lights before, so it's not something that I can speak from experience on. But maybe you see something a little different. Maybe the shadow shows a different undulation than you would normally see in broad daylight.
Could be.
Here's Angel Reyes. 29 yards away.
Angel likes to be called El Rey. Fun fact for all of you foot golfers out there.
He has also won the 2016 U.S. Open as well as the 2019 U.S. National Championship.
Top player, hails from Glendale, California.
Top player as well. Ranked number 1 in the U.S. in 2016 and 2019 and over 30 top 10 finishes. As he puts that one in, we get another great view from the drone here, a little lower. And that is going to do it for our second semifinal. Memphis defeating Angel City.
Memphis looking good. It should be a great final. These guys look confident. They've been playing great all day. Or night, I should say.
Or night. Yeah. Not usual, but West Coast taking down Oakland. West Coast is going to move on to the final. And Angel City defeated by Memphis by a score of 5-1. Memphis looking strong coming into this final for the team competition. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Now we're at Keats Creek Golf Resort for the individual competitions. We have senior men, and the women coming out in 109-degree heat. James, you've been out there, Southern California during the summer. What can these players expect?
It's a dry heat. It's a dry heat. There's not much grass out there. I saw mostly sand. So it's fantastic that they have these courses out there because of the climate. But, everybody's on the same level playing field here, so it affects everybody the same way, same obstacles, so let's see what they have.
Yeah, coming into this final day of competition, we're taking a look at the leaderboards. You see Joe Reed and Sarah Allen tied at the top for a +1. 1 over par through the tournament. We'll get to them in a little bit. We have Berrigan now, George Berrigan, 6 under so far, and this one's for birdie. That one's just going to go a little bit past the hole for Berrigan. He's been a consistent player throughout his career, looking to make a dent in the leaderboard. Here's Valdez, 10 under. And he's just going to go up the left side on that birdie opportunity. He's got the lean. He's leaning right, telling the ball to get back over to the right, and it just didn't for him on that occasion. He's able to tap in for par, though.
Another member of Team USA competing in World Cup in Morocco in 2018.
Here's Voitila again for birdie with the orange ball. Had no problem seeing that under the lights. He's going to nail that one. James, 11 under now for Voitila.
See that replay. Look at that. Confident stroke. Right in the cup.
Big fist bumps.
Side note about Bart. Bart's an actor. He works in Hollywood. He's done some independent movies. So very cool. Another nice shot.
Yeah, Reyes is going to like that one. 14 under for Angel Reyes. And that putt was exquisite. Just on the left side. Berrigan's going to finish for his par as well. That group's going to move on to the 18th hole. There you can see the tee box out to the left. Beautiful day. Hurricane is fully passed. Not a cloud in the sky. You can really see for miles. And that's not an exaggeration at all.
El Rey on top of the leaderboards right now.
Back to the women category, James. Sarah Allen.
Difficult putt.
22-yard putt. She left within a yard. On that short side of the hole, that's where you want to be. You don't want to go too long on this 18th green, or else you're going to have some trouble with some hills behind the camera that we have situated there. She's going to finish that for bogey on the par 3 18th. And now it's Joe Reed, sitting at 1 under.
Joe Reed, a former college soccer player.
Creighton University, the Blue Jays. She won the U.S. Pro-Am in 2017. And looking to finish better than second, in which she has done 3 times in her career at the U.S. Nationals. She wants that first place prize.
She's hungry.
She's going to go ahead and tap in that bogey putt, bringing her back to even on the day. Let's see how Nicole Adams finishes 9 over. She's going to look back at this tournament and think that she could have done a little better being 9 over. She competed at the World Cup in Orlando in 2023 and also various tournaments throughout the tour season. Nicole is one of the prominent figures on the AFGL Tour. Laura Parker now. She makes that for par. Unbelievable putt. That's a really tough position to get that up the hill.
Great shot, great shot.
Get the speed right. Not only did she get the speed right, she got the direction. Great read from her. That's a tough hole to par. As the women walk off the 18th, we see the leaderboard. Now we're looking at the senior men category leaderboard. Rob Sam, Jeremy Johnson, David Andler making a run. And there's the senior men plus category. But here we are, West Coast versus Memphis in the final of the team's competition back in Indio, California at the Municipal Golf Course there. Lights are on. Action is ready.
And the team competitions, man, these are where it gets really competitive.
This is going to be one barn burner of a final here at the 2023 United States National Championship. We got balls being pumped up there, stretches being stretched. Jordan Godfrey looking to take home the first place prize amongst many others from Memphis as well. Here we have Jeremy Johnson and Michael Gora coming up against Pierre Valdez.
Makes easy work of that.
Looked pretty straight. Pierre Valdez, big fist bump from there. Here now we have Gora. "17 yards away, a little bit of a bouncer up the hill.
Nice shot from Michael Gora.
Yeah, he had to get that one right. It looked like it was a left to right hit up the hill. That was a tough one. Now you got Jeremy Johnson on the other side of that, 11 yards away. He's going to give it some power.
Ooh.
Big fist bump from Johnson there. Huge putt. Continuing the lead there for Memphis, up 1-0 thus far in this final. And now we're bringing it over to the foursome of the final round. We got Madrigal on the tee. That's flown. He got all of that one. 65 miles an hour, James, right up the left side of the fairway. You can't be in a better position on this hole.
He's got a strong foot. Taking advantage off the tee.
Gracias.
Madrigal with the big left foot. Now Reyes with his right. From Memphis. It looked like it was a little bit of a lower trajectory on that shot. 56 miles an hour. Mattioli. Big approach shot from him. Looking to put Memphis in a more comfortable position on the scoreboard. Only up 1-0.
Very close game. Very competitive. Every point counts here, Gavin.
Here's Dadsiton. Big kick from him. We're going to that pin on the right there, James. With the red flag. That's not a bad approach shot from Sepp.
No, not at all. He's got a straight line to the cup. Let's see what Marco does.
Marco with that bomb of a tee shot. Looking to follow it up with a beautiful putt.
Can't do much better than that.
Mattioli's just going to finish that one off. No problemo for Mattioli. Reyes left him in a really good spot. Here's Madrigal. We saw his big tee shot. And he's just going to put that one a little past the hole, but it's not in a terrible location. Sepp can easily finish this one.
Oh.
And we'll move on. No, we will not.
That's gotta hurt.
That's going to tie the score. So they're going to drop a hole, West Coast. Now we bring it over to Darley Silva. A lot of these players donning the Jabulani of the 2010 World Cup. 14 years on. So he just puts a little too much on that. Wind is not helping him in that occasion there.
This is a tough hole. That's a big hill. It's a challenge for these. You don't want this ball rolling down the hill.
Laura Parker.
Had it.
4 wins on tour in her career. She's looking for her 5th. With putts like that, it's only inevitable that she does end up winning again. Maybe here. Joe Reed, 27 yards. Saw the line of the 2 balls before her. And just barely going by the hole. And that's going to end up in a really precarious spot right behind that pole, the pesky pole there.
Credit to these players. Those just missed. And it's unfortunate with that hill. Once you miss, it's going to keep rolling.
Here's Adair. Only a slight touch. Tried to finesse it towards Glory at the bottom of the cup. Not a bad shot there. You could tell it was a little bit of a left to right read. Got it slightly wrong, but that won't kill him.
Easy work of that one.
And now we got the 3 that traveled behind the hole. Here's Silva, farthest away from 18 yards. Trying to beat the hill right. He almost did. Just
oh my goodness.
Really, really good putt there. Leaves himself not a lot of space to miss from his second shot there. Here's the interesting one. Looks to go with the Trevella and almost makes it.
Wow.
Joe Reed.
These players really showing off their talent right there. That was an outside angled shot she was going for with a little spin.
Yeah, the Travella pulling that one out of her bag of tricks.
Mm.
She's able to put the back coming out of there with a 2-putt. And here's Laura Parker from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. With relative ease, Laura Parker puts that one in. And West Coast carry a 1-point lead over Memphis now.
Close game. That's what we like to see in these tournaments. So competitive out here in the Nationals.
Now, 10 yards. Barragan has this. Up the hill. He's going to leave it out just a little right. Pin high, though. Good speed. Not a bad place to finish up. Now he's got to get over the green as well as the fringe from 8 yards. Julio Yepes for West Coast. And he's going to drop that in.
Nice shot.
That's a big, big putt for West Coast. And now another big punt, a little bit downhill. It's going to creep on towards the hole. Oh, and it stopped.
It could have been worse. Not
Definitely.
bad positioning. It could have kept on rolling. Good thing it held up there. It's Julio.
Yepes. Rolling.
Wow.
What a putt.
What a shot.
What a putt. You can really see that ball, the way it rolled, just trickled down the hill in a left to right manner. Unbelievable read from Yepes. Now with West Coast leading by 2. Godfrey looking to put the final nail in the coffin. Just out to the right, though.
And they'll give him that one, of course.
Here's Angel. Over 30 top 10 finishes in his career. And he just puts that one out to the left. Really good putt, though. He saw Jordan's go right. I think he adjusted a little more to the left than he originally would have wanted to.
Yeah, and I mean, these shots are centimeters from falling in that hole.
Here's another really good roll towards the cup and just on the missing on the pro side. But that should be a tap in 9 yards now.
These guys are truly masters at, figuring out these angles.
Godfrey electing to go with the toe. Yes, sir.
Great shot from Jordan there.
You know, he practices those week in and week out, and here he is again on the tee box now. Hole 18. Where it all matters. Oh, no. He's got to stay on the edge.
Ooh.
That's going to roll in. It's not what you want to happen, especially in this situation. Here's Angel Reyes for Memphis.
Now, as you can see, it's getting darker out there.
And Angel's going to, he'll stay well away from that water. He does not want to end up like Godfrey.
Godfrey's going fishing right now.
Yep, get the nets out.
There we go. All right, I'll pick up a stroke on that.
Yeah, that's a stroke penalty for sure. Angel Reyes now on a second shot. Positioned himself well in the fairway. That one's going to settle right on that golf green. Godfrey found himself in some wet trouble on his first tee shot. Now he's going to lay that one up pretty nicely, James.
Great approach shot right there. Great approach shot.
Should be a tap-in for Godfrey. Now Reyes. looking to feather it in. And he's not going to be able to make it. Wow. Missed opportunity for Reyes. And West Coast is going to take this victory here at the 2023 United States National Championship. West Coast are your winners, defeating Memphis.
What a great tournament this has been. West Coast finishing on top. They're excited. They played a great game. Salute to all the teams and individuals and players here this evening. What a tournament.
Yeah, I love seeing the passion on these players' faces as they celebrate in the circle. Dance is coming out. Feet are getting kicked out.
West Coast Football Club, your U.S. National Champions 2023.
Beautiful celebrations there. There's the 4.5 defeating Memphis by 3 points there, West Coast 2.
Be sure to look forward to our upcoming competitions. We have the Road to Great Britain, which starts in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas Open January 25th through January 28th. Stay tuned to the Foot Golf channel for all the action.
That's going to be an exciting one, James. Las Vegas is quite the venue. It's going to be similar temperatures, 115 degrees Fahrenheit out there right now, though, James. 3-mile-an-hour winds. What are they expecting as someone who's been out there in the summertime in Palm Springs?
You know, a lot of heat, a lot of dry heat. That's all I got to say. There's not much grass out there, so it's great that they have a golf course. Like I said, there's sand everywhere. So it's a privilege for all of them to be playing out there in this beautiful scenery.
All right, well, let's see how these women finish up. Tedeschi putting it out there in the fairway. Now Joe Reed leading, even par through the tournament so far. That's going to get a good roll. A little bit below the hole. You can see a really good shot there. You got to go up the hill to get to the hole. Here's Nicole Adams. Adams electing to go a little bit to the right. Could prove to be a better angle. And here's Sarah Allen. And she finds herself right in the middle of the fairway.
Solid shot from Sarah right there. And here's Nicole.
Adams up the hill. There's a little bit of a shelf on the golf green that players have to be aware of on this longer par 3. Here's Allen for her second shot. Up the left side from us, right of the hole. And that's going to sit right there on the golf green. Here's Tedeschi. Her second shot for birdie. A little bit past the hole. Not too detrimental. Where that camera is situated, James, is where you do not want to be. There's quite a significant hill that you have to battle through if you do veer left.
Right.
Here's Joe Reed using the 2010 World Cup final Jabulani with the gold rings. That tournament was in South Africa 14 years ago, and it is the most popular ball in foot golf. Adams up the hill. You know that, James, it's not a bad spot to miss. Right next to the hole.
No, she'll make easy work of this. Great approach shot. Didn't go in the hole in the first one, but great shot.
She was the only one that was below the hole, finishing with a bogey there. Here's Tedeschi from 7 yards out. Elects to use the toe. Stays up on that ridge. Gives herself a yard for bogey.
Tedeschi, very, very talented player, puts a lot of time into research. Great training routine, wakes up early in the morning, studies the courses, and she always comes ready to play.
Definitely one of the biggest ambassadors for the sport. Here's Jo Reed. She will leave that about 1.5 feet to the left. She will mark her ball and let Sarah Allen finish before she does, as a courtesy to the incumbent champion, Jo Reed. 9 yards away for Allen. Elects to go with the side of the foot. Not a bad approach. Really good speed, just out to the left.
And she'll finish up.
No problem there for Allen. Finishing with a 11 over score. She won't be too impressed, but Sarah knows that she has a lot to improve on. She has more than enough capabilities, but it's not about her. It's about Jo Reed finishing 1 over to win by double digits in strokes this 2023 national champion. She is finally a national champion.
Congratulations to Jo Reed. She played a great game. Very competitive. She was focused the whole time.
Now back to the tee is Krokos. Senior men plus category. Krokos has 4 first-placed finishes on his tour career. Gora now. Looks like he caught a little bit of the ground on that kick. That drove out a little more right than he probably would want, but it's going to end up A-OK for Gora. Here's Schroth. 23 over so far. Good kick there. Keeping it up that right side. Good angle towards the hole. And there's Shibish. He's going up that left side.
Ooh. Yeah, he's in the bunker, I think, down there.
Yeah, you saw it hit that ridge. It didn't get all the way out.
Yeah. The rest of the guys to the right a little bit. So he's got a little tougher shot there, but I'm confident he can do something with that.
Shibish again. Ended up getting out of the bunker. This one for birdie. It was a good hit up the hill for Shibish. He hails from Wilton, Connecticut. James?
Wilton, yes. Close to my hometown, Stamford, Connecticut.
Okay. He's originally from Poland.
Oh, wow.
Here's Schroth. Elects to go with the toe up the hill. Oh,
Ooh.
very close. Really good speed. Did not let that ball get away from him. And quite frankly, that should be a tap-in for Schroth. Big thumbs up for the camera crew. It'll finish as bogey, finishing at 24 over par for the tournament. Now Krokos. Leaves it short. Not a bad spot to leave it. From 11 yards out, he's only got about 2.5 yards left. And this to win the Senior Plus category. And we're going to see Shibish finish up here, but Krokos controlling that senior plus category, James.
Kostas Krakos looked good all day. Congratulations to Kostas. Senior men category winner, 2023 Nationals here. He had a great afternoon.
I love seeing the camaraderie on the 18th green as well. Here's Mark Hers. Senior men category now. Here's Sam, our leader. 10 under. Big boot from Sam there. He received second at the Great Lakes Open this year. Looking to get a victory under his belt here at the National Championship. Here's Adair. Saw him earlier in the team competition.
He bounced it right over that bunker. A little off to the side.
He played kicker and punter at Orange Coast College as well as the University of New Haven.
Ah, there you go. My
And
old
there's-
stomping ground.
Yeah, there's David Andler. Speaking of stomping grounds, David dropped out of George Washington University to pursue his punk rock music profession.
Wow.
Ended up opening his own record label. James, you're a musician?
A musician as well, or used to be. That's pretty cool to follow your dreams like that. And he's playing fuck golf here. This guy seems to be living quite the life.
I bet he has a lot of stories to tell, David Andler. He has 8 career wins, and though it doesn't look like his score is going to represent a 9th career win, he did make it this far on the final day, and he played some good foot golf. Here's Adair down on that left side. Oh, that ball's not going to be able to muster up the hill, James. It rolled right back down, and now he's in this very similar position than to where he was prior to the shot that we just saw.
Yeah, that's your worst case scenario. You know, you never want to kick it up a hill and have it roll back right towards you. It's a lost shot right there.
Here's Mark Hers. Second on the leaderboard. He needs this to make
Pretty
double
good.
digits under par, and it's just not going to be there for him. And it's not going to be there for him at all, James. He found the lip. He's rolling down the hill.
No, the dreaded lip.
Here we go again. This one for par. It would be a miracle. From deep on the left side up the hill. Really good speed, James. Just left it out to the left just a little bit.
No, you know, you got to be happy with that shot. You know, you're right next to the pin. That's all you can ask for.
I think Hers is going to look back on this tournament and a scorecard, and he's going to think he had a bit of a rough second day. Went 1 over in his second round, 5 over in the first. I think he let himself down here a little bit. He could have gained a lot of momentum on that second day, but it just slowed him down enough to finish second. Rob Sam on top of this senior category leaderboard now. And here he is for birdie. And elects to go short. James, that's a smart play with
Little
that
short.
hill.
Played it safe. He played it safe. Better than going beyond the hole. I'll tell you that much.
Definitely. We have now seen quite a few players roll back down that hill. Here's Adair to finish. Oof. He's going to finish with a double bogey 5 on this 18 green here, the par 3. Ate him up at the end.
Not his best hole, but he had a great afternoon, all things considered.
Adair, who also competed in the team category over at Indio Municipal. Here on the final day, can't complain with the way he's been hitting the ball. Andler.
Nice putt from Handler.
I don't know if he thought that was going in. He hesitated when he walked up. Oof. But he made it regardless, the musician. 5 yards Sam for the win.
Ooh.
And it trickles
in.
Rob Sam, the senior men category 2023 national champion.
Congratulations. What a round from all the players here today. You can see the camaraderie and the sportsmanship is off the charts, and we love to see that.
Yeah, no one's too pressed. Everybody's having a great time, good energy, and overwhelming camaraderie. And that's what the sport's all about. Getting people involved, getting people out there, and getting people to really know what it means to be on the foot golf course. No one knows that better than Jordan Godfrey, who just teed off, James. That's a big shot.
Talented player. Had the opportunity to interview him last year. He's been playing since he was a kid. He was a prodigy back then, and he's certainly panned out. Loves the sport. He plays in every tournament he can.
Here's Wojtyla. He's having a decent tournament as well. He's fixing himself up to be in that top 5, 18 under. Scuffs it a little bit, but it's going to pan out really well for him. As long as it gets out of that bunker, you can't see it. And here's Angel Reyes. 22 under par, James.
Oof.
Really, really top tournament from him, and he bombs that one down the fairway. That's got a lot of roll.
What a round.
Wow. That's the furthest we've seen.
Look at that shot.
That's past the pin, James. Unbelievable tee shot.
That's all you can hope for. A little backspin there.
Let's not get too overzealous here, Jabalani. You want to stay right up there, pin high. And that's a really, really good shot. Now we have Yepes, donning the all-white today. 16 under. Looking to finish strong here on 18. Ooh.
A little to the right.
Looked like it knuckled a little bit off of his foot, and it's going to end up well out to the right, James. He might have some tree trouble over there.
Just a bit outside, as I like to say. And Bart from the bunker.
Wojtyla. That bright orange Jabalani from him. Good shot out of the bunker. Gives himself a chance for par, and good course management from Bart as well, making sure he rakes that bunker.
From behind the tree.
Got
Look
a
at
lot
that
of spin.
spin.
Yeah.
Look at that spin.
Oh, it's got to settle,
Wow.
though. It's got to settle. Oh, there it goes.
Oof. There's that tree.
6s and 7s from Yepes on this hole. He's got an opportunity, though. Just past the hole. That wasn't terribly. Got it up. Got it out of that ridge area. It's got to slow up, though.
Still going.
Yeah.
It's picking up speed a little bit. Not an easy hole, Gavin.
No, not at all. May not
Look
be
at
his
that.
strongest finish, but what a tournament he's had.
Look at that roll. Wow.
Yepes, strong tournament. Not the strongest finish you would have hoped for, but you know, it happens to everybody. Really strong comebacker, though. Gives himself a yard and a half just to walk off this 18th, looking back on a tournament that he did play very well at, and he can be proud of that. Going to go ahead and mark it. Godfrey. Great outfit from him as well. Love the gray shirt. Love the sort of Argyle socks. He needs this, though. There's your leaderboard on the right side of the screen. Godfrey and Reyes, both 22 under. Toe poke. Right side.
Oof, little strong on that one. Ooh.
That could prove costly.
You don't see that from Jordan too often.
No, you do not. And he is down there. That's the furthest I think we've seen today down that slope. Nothing he's not capable of doing, though, James.
No. Anything's possible with this guy, that's for sure. We've seen it over the years.
Up the hill.
Will it make it?
Really
Ooh,
good speed.
Wow.
Really good speed from Godfrey, and he needed it. But he does drop a stroke, which means Reyes, all he has to do is par to win this tournament.
Wow.
Godfrey drops to 21 under, Reyes 22 under as of right now. And all he needs to do is find the par from a beautiful tee shot, James. How can we forget? He put that ball so far onto the green. And this is to seal it. And he did not want to risk any hill problems.
That should work for him.
Left it short of the hole.
No, nobody wants to go down that hill.
Nope, we've seen it a few times already today, James. And he is hyped.
He knows it. He knows it.
Boy, Tyler's going to finish up here. 18 under for birdie.
Nice shot to end the day.
Great putt from Bart, finishing 19 under. Just feathered it, and it drops right in. And there's Yepes finishing, 14 under. He did end up bogeying that. That drops him back to 5th.
For the championship.
And Angel Reyes is our men's category 2023 national champion. What a tournament from him and everyone involved. It came down to the final hole, and he is excited.
Final hole, 1 stroke difference. Angel hung on. What a match. It came down to the last shot. One point. You can see the excitement on his face. The competition here, sportsmanship, it's off the charts. We'd love to see it.
With that, he finished with only 1 bogey the whole tournament, James. That came on number 7 in round 1. There's Costas Krokos, the senior men plus category national champion. Joe Reed winning the women's category. And Rob Sam with the senior men category victory. And last but not least, Angel Reyes and the West Coast Golf Club lifting the national championship for the team category.
Gavin, we have a lot of great tournaments coming up, starting with the Road to Great Britain. It kicks off in Las Vegas January 25th through January 28th with the Las Vegas Open. Stay tuned to the Foot Golf channel for all of the action.
For James Fody, I am Gavin Titherington, and we'd like to thank you for watching this presentation of the 2023 United States National Championship here on CTV Sports.